Hello, I'm Gay Howell, owner of Imrama Yoga. Today I will be leading you in kind of short, 20-ish minutes of breathing, connecting to breath, and movement with the breath. So I'm going to start us out with a little singing bowl to help us connect with our breath in the beginning. And this is a gift that a dear friend gave me recently. Isn't it beautiful? It has the chakras on it. Like I said, I don't know if I said, it's an intermediate class today. It's not strictly beginners. So if you are a beginner, you may find some of these practices a little challenging, and you can just listen to your body. Don't do anything that exerts too much. We will be doing breath of fire. Breath of fire, if you don't know how to do it, if it's not part of your practice, you might want to look up how to do it, watch a video how to do breath of fire. But I will tell you that it's an easy inhale and a forceful exhale, pulling your stomach back in. So it's, which that reminds me, if you have not blown your nose when you start this, you probably want to, because we will be doing forceful breathing through the nose. So I'm just going to go ahead real quick. Just make sure that your nose is ready to breathe through forcefully. And if you need to pause the video and do that later, if you notice you need to do that, do so. So anyway, the breath of fire, like I said, is so. Welcome to this intermediate class, and let's go ahead and get started. And I just invite you to sit comfortably. We'll start us out with just a little sound. Let your breaths be long and slow. Feel free to exhale through the mouth. That feels good. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Just slow breathing. Set this over here. All right. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, I invite you to constrict the back of your throat. Just let your breath make a tiny bit of noise. Some as you inhale and quite a bit as you exhale. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Ujjayi breath is a very calming breath. The breath is very powerful. We can cleanse ourselves and energize ourselves with the breath, and we can calm and soothe ourselves with the breath. And we will be doing a little of the energizing cleansing in the beginning and towards the end. And a little throughout, we'll be doing the calm breath. The Ujjayi breath is just, again, something to practice. And very frequently, your body, the more you practice it, will go to it when you start to feel stress. It won't be uncommon for your body just to start in that Ujjayi breathing, and you won't even notice it. Okay, continue breathing. Feel free to close your eyes or lower your gaze. At the top of your next exhale, your next inhale, after you inhale, I'm going to ask you to retain the breath for a count of 4. And then exhale the breath through your nose for a count of 4. Retain the breath out for a count of 4. And inhale for a count of 4. This is called box breathing. Continue this cycle at your own breath pace, your own count. Inhaling for 4, holding the breath in for 4, exhaling for 4, holding the breath out for 4. Continue to do that. And as you do, notice what it feels like to hold all the air inside your body for that short count. Notice what it feels like to release with your exhale. Excuse me. Notice what it feels like to hold the breath out, to hold that emptiness for several seconds. Just bring your awareness to any sensations that conscious breathing bring up for you. Do 2 more cycles of the 4 box breathing. And at the end of your exhale, let's find our way to tabletop. Oh, sorry. Before we do that, we're going to stay in seated. Just seeing if you were listening. We will add movement to our breath. So we're going to take our hands. We're going to inhale the arms wide, chest up, face up, chest out, and we will exhale, we will curve the spine and bring our forearms together. Inhale, chest open. Exhale, bring the forearms together, bring the chin down. Back of the neck is long. Inhale, exhale. That Ujjayi breath. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. Last one, open wide and exhale, close. All right, now we will go to tabletop. So find your way, shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. We will extend the right leg out and the left arm out, all right? And just reach with your fingers in front of you and your toes behind you. And in this extension, take an inhale. And exhale, bring the elbow and the knee together. Extend the spine, inhale. Round, exhale. Continue. Following your breath. And even the Ujjayi breath, inhale and exhale. 2 more. And we'll do 1 more extension all the way out. Foot reaching, hand reaching, and bring the hand and the knee down. We'll do the other side. We will extend the left leg out and the right arm out. Really extending with the hands and the feet. Inhaling, Ujjayi breath. Exhaling, knee to elbow. Following your own breath. Two more. One more extension. Reach, reach, reach. And bring the hand down and the knee down. All right, while we're here, we're going to curl our toes, spread our fingers. We will go into a down dog, really pressing down in the knuckles, especially the forefinger and the thumb knuckle. Lift the hips, push the chest towards the thighs, and then work on straightening your legs. You can paddle the legs out. This is called walking the dog. Let the neck be loose. Pressing with the knuckles, relieving those wrists or any pressure. And then after you've kind of stretched your legs out a little and walked your dog, then let your heels go towards the mat. It's fine if they don't touch. Let your knees, you can choose to keep your knees as bent or towards straight as possible. Find that Ujjayi breath for 3 breaths. Torso long. One more full breath. And after the exhale, look at the hands and walk to them. Okay? We can put the hands on the shins. There'll be a flat back on our inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Little back bend and hands to chest. All right, we will open up into goddess pose now. Some people call this horse pose or goddess pose. The heels are in, the toes are out, wide legs, and we will bend down. We want our knees over our feet, wide open legs. We're gonna do 3 breath practices with goddess pose. So arms up on our inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer in front of the chest. Inhale. Prayer chest. Inhale the arms up. See if you can find that Ujjayi breath. 3 more. Last one with these arms. Okay, you can come out, give yourself a break for a second. Now we're going to do different arms. We'll go back into goddess pose. Our inhale, our hands will be up, and our exhale, we're going to bring fists and bring our elbows by our sides while we make this shh noise with our mouth. It'll be inhale and exhale. Shh. Okay, so follow me. We'll do a few, and then I will give you the option if you would like to speed it up for just a little bit. You do your pace. So arms up, inhale. If you'd like to increase the pace, you can. Follow your pace. About 4 more. Come up. We'll do star pose, which is just straight legs, looking up, opening the chest. Let your breath settle and come back to a normal breath. You should probably feel your heart beating. You're really energizing some things, opening it up. Bring the hands down. All right, we're going into goddess pose one last time. And this is where our breath of fire comes in. This is a very common Kundalini yoga breath. And like I said, it's the easy inhale, but the forceful exhale. And what we'll do is we'll take our thumbs, fold them in, close the fingers over them, and our arms will stay up for this. So come into goddess pose, arms up, And when you're ready, start your breath of fire. You can start out slow. It doesn't matter about your pace. At some point, if you want to try to speed it up like we did for a little, we can. You just do your pace. Keep going. Keep the arms up. Keep the legs open. Don't let the arms fall down. Sometimes gazing down just helps you focus. Now, if you want to go a little faster, you can. Take an inhale. Float the arms down in your exhale. Okay. We'll bring the legs in. Let's just take one forward, wide angle forward bend here. Oh, let's just let yourself hang. Let your neck be loose. Let your body kind of alchemize. Oh, after that, strengthening breath. Bend the knees, come up. Okay, we're gonna lay on our tummies. First, we'll, on the way to, let's see, I'm looking at, yeah, well, we're gonna lay on our tummies here. All right. Catch your breath if you need to. And you can do, we're gonna do a plank, high plank, pushing up. You can stay on your toes or you can go to your knees. Either one, or you can go back and forth, whatever feels right for you. But we're just going to breathe here. We're gonna do that Ujjayi breath. Really using the core. Make sure that your shoulders aren't hunched up near your ears. Push yourself away. Pull in with that core strength. Find your Ujjayi breath. Let the Ujjayi breath be your reminder that you can do challenging things. And well, I want you to listen to your body and not pull any muscles or go overboard. I do want you to also find that sweet spot where you can use your Ujjayi breath and maybe stay a little longer than you thought you could. A few more breaths. Looking down at your hands so the back of your neck is long. 2 more. Okay, now we're going to go down to our forearms. Okay, again, you can do this on your toes or your knees. Your arms should be straight out in front of your hands, flat. Forearm again, find the Ujjayi breath. Find the strength to do more than you thought you could. Feel free to go to your knees if you feel like that is helpful. And then come down to the floor in full Sphinx. Sphinx pose. Our tops of our feet are pressing against the floor. The elbows are underneath the shoulders. The back of the neck is long. I'm just looking at the top of my mat past my hands. Finding my breath. Feeling that when I inhale, my abdomen pushes against the floor. And on my exhale, it contracts back to my body. We will go back into our forearms plank, either on your knees or on your toes. And this will be the last real big core work here. So push up into forearm plank. Find your Ujjayi breath. Find your ability to do challenging things and to use your breath as your power. Breathe into that core. Let the back of the neck go long so you're not straining the neck. 3 more. Last breath. Put the knees down, and we will push ourselves back into child's pose. I like to do a wide knees on this child's pose. Let the body come down to the mat. Let the hips go right over the feet, the heels. And breathe into that back area of your heart. Let your breath slow down and your heart rate slow down. Lift the head, walk the hands back, slowly transition to a seated position. Back into Sukhasana, easy pose. We will do one last breath practice, which is a cooling practice. We will be breathing only through our mouth. Excuse me. And we will be sipping in air in one continuous exhale, but it will be 7 little sips until we're full. And the 7 sips, with each sip, you will visualize each of the chakras, starting with the root chakra, moving up to the sacral, then the solar plexus, and the heart, throat, third eye, and finally the crown. And when we get up to the crown chakra, we will be full up with air. And we will hold it for just a second or two and then release it. And we will do this 7 times, okay? So get ready to inhale and envision the chakras from the root up. Feel free to close your eyes. It might help you envision it better. So we will sip in a little bit, and then for the sacral, and then the solar plexus, and the heart. Sip in it, visualizing the throat, then the third eye, and all the way up to the crown. Hold it and release through the mouth. Again, follow that 7 more sips on your own. Ready? Release. Follow your own pattern of 7. Continue visualizing the chakra centers. Sip in at the root chakra, sip in for the sacral, the manipura, the anahata, the vishuddha, the third eye, and the crown, and release. One more, last 7 sips. Gently open your eyes. We are at Savasana, the last part of the yoga sequence. So find your way to lying down comfortably on your back. If you want to lay down on your tummy, I guess I will give you that option here just to show you a real comfortable. Some people really like to let their heels splay out and just lay their forehead on their palms, one palm on the other, and lay down. So this is one way to do Savasana on your tummy. It's a very relaxing pose. Or you can stay on your back. Palms open, arms beside you. You have an option of splaying your legs out and just letting your feet flop open. Or you can bring your feet close to hip mat width apart and letting the knees knock together. Sometimes this makes people's lower back feel really good if you have a little bit of a lower back issue. I'm just going to stay here today. It feels good to press that part of my back into the floor. Just let the breath go. Let your body breathe exactly as it wants to breathe now. Just notice as the air moves through your body, the rise and fall of your chest. Let your eyes kind of roll back in your head and your face relax. Just let yourself be relaxed, hands, feet. Find your breath. You don't have to control it, you just notice it. And just soak in all the effects of your breath practice and your movement practice. You've just worked with one of your most powerful tools that you've been given, your breath. As I said in the beginning, it can both energize you and it can calm and soothe you. We can actually activate specific parts of our central nervous system just by learning to activate our breath. Just continue to enjoy a few moments of relaxation. And I will call you out of this in just a moment. Just enjoy yourself. Let your fingers and toes find movement. Go ahead and find your way to one side, laying on one side. And then gently press yourself up to a seated position. If you'd like, you can join me with hands at your heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you on another video. Namaste.